Hello and welcome to the South Fiordland Bush Flying series. And if you're new to me and this video series, check the link in the description to episode number 1, which will tell you all about it, where we are and what we're doing, etc. So that would try not to fly a plane in fly past mode, especially when there's a big hill. Right. So now this time, that's our final departure from Seat Cove, as that's going to go. Now I can't use the polygon trick for the coastlines, it didn't look good in my opinion. And there are plenty of other airfields in South Fiordland that look a lot better, so I can live without that one. I don't want to keep things just for the sake of it, professional pride as well. Even though I'm not a professional and this is freeware, but you know what I mean. I don't claim to be the best at scenery making, or that my stuff is perfect or wonderful, but there is a line for quality standards that I don't want to fall below. And Explain 12 Seat Cove, that did fall below that line. I know some of my early New Zealand scenery is very average and worse than that Seat Cove was, but it's all about context and timing. I didn't know much about scenery making when I started doing it, so the scenery I produced back then, it was good if you look at the scale of what I knew how to do back then. Now I know a lot more, so the scale has moved upwards and the acceptable line is a bit higher. I can't accept a Seat Cove beach airstrip that looks like that. Anyway, to the Fjord Tours brochure, as we're back on the route with that now, and it says we're off for a trip to Fiordland Radio. And here you can get to look around where the most popular radio station in Fiordland is broadcast from, and possibly meet some of the DJs too. The runway here is on a slope, although it's not too bad, and it's quite long, so you can land both ways easy enough. But we'll have the easy option and land uphill, so there definitely won't be any problems. And hopefully I won't blow any more tyres. I've got the Cytec X52 controls with rudder pedals, and never had an issue with XP11, but with the different physics in 12, maybe I need to spend some time messing around with response curves for the toe brakes. As you can have a specific curve for each aircraft, it might be worth having a bit of trial and error to find the maximum I can go to without locking the wheels. There's no force feedback in the toe brakes, so it's difficult to judge how far you are pressing them, and you just press the pedal and eventually reach the end of its travel. So if I could get the full travel to be less than the maximum braking, but not locking the wheels, then actually that is the maximum useful braking, so it might be might be worth taking a bit of time and trial and error. That's something for one day when I'm sufficiently bored to mess around with something like that. Anyway, here we are, and looking alright so far. Runway's still good, the vegetation's fine. Not seeing any of the missing scenery item boxes, which I didn't expect anyway, as all the buildings are custom stuff. There's planes, people, things which I knew would be in other libraries that we are moving over anyway, so yeah, this one not a problem here, and yeah, we can certainly keep this place.